Yeah, you definitely can't unsee that. Alex, I have suffered an emotional shock. Haven't we all? Haven't we all? Right, so how about the comm hub and then go check out Anderson's apartment?
What kind of soldier looks at a camp that turns people into husks and goes, yeah, I want to help with that?
The same guy that let Cerberus stick Reaper tech into his skull. Those bastards aren't human anymore.
Not sure the elusive man ever really was.
Commander, it seems Tally's taking what happened on Horizon hard. She's in the lounge if you want to check on her.
Emergency induction port?
Shepard! Want a drink? I'm toasting Miranda, I think.
How are you getting drunk?
Very carefully. Taurian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tally.
Emergency induction port. It's actually getting a little harder to get it into the slot. I think that means it's working. She
Also-
was so rude.
Pulling a
What
glass?
did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that attitude and still, she got it done. She stopped her father.
She had some help. It put him through the window.
I didn't realize this would be so hard on you.
I didn't like her. Keela, she was such a bitch. But I respected her. Sometimes that's better than liking. She did whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him, never changed herself to please him.
Ah,
Don't me. You sound like a Vorcha.
seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes, doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves?
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know.
Here's to Miranda.
Nice job, you genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boschtet. Kila Solai.
Ila Salai. There aren't too many good camera angles on that. Man, I'd like to be able to look up at Tally over the counter. See her brooding there. Right.
I've studied Protheans my entire life. If I'd been shown the beacon on Thessia earlier,
You would have needed Shepard's cipher to comprehend it.
I still could have learned from it. Instead, my mother hid the galaxy's most important archaeological find from me. It must have been such a joke to her when I became a Prothean researcher.
The penalties for withholding Protean technology are among the harshest in Council space. Your mother's motives may have been simply to shield you.
Perhaps. Thank you, Edie. I
Borscht.
hadn't considered that.
Borscht. More flavorful variety. Who let J.J. Abrams in this room? Now, from Sergeant Kavanaugh to Sergeant Ichi. Next time, you want to warn me that the Gather are friends And then maybe we're not supposed to shoot the big robots? I almost pissed myself when these primes started dropping out of the sky and mopping up the Reapers. We fired a few rounds at them until we realized they weren't fighting back. Then this one comes over, said they're allied assistants, and asks for our status. I'm not complaining, they saved my crew, but I'm never living down having to apologize to a Geth for shooting one of its damn lights off. List of recent purchases by Zaid Masani. Armax Arsenal Incendiary Grenades, bulk. Thermal Clips, bulk. Metagel, bulk. M451 Firestorm Fuel, bulk purchases. Ablative Armor Plating. Ane Kadar Field Rations, Casa Fabrication Weapon Repair Kit. Mount Milgram Triple Distilled, 45-year-old Scotch Whiskey, 2 bottles, and rifle parts for the discontinued Avenger series. Is that Jesse? Is that his rifle? Jesse?
How's Miranda?
She'll make a recovery.
Alex,
I'm not
through.
surprised. Miranda always struck
Shotgun.
me as a driven woman. I'm glad she made it. The Migrant Fleet and the Geth warships have joined Admiral Hackett.
Let's do it.
It's good to see you.
Please, enjoy your day.
Okay. Com Hub. Admiral Hackett is always available. Ontaram, this habitable world, had been living in the shadow of disaster long before the Reaper War. Its moon's orbit is decaying, causing tidal disruptions and electrical storms before its eventual collision. When humans settled on Ontaram, the Asari derided it as foolish, but today the humans look prescient. The communications hub they set up on the planet has hundreds of quantum communicators, whose information is spread through broadcast on the planet and beamed out via convoy. While Ontaram has yet to be attacked by Reaper forces, it is likely just a matter of time. Yeah, Alex, there's some inconsistencies like that, right? You should never need to type. N7. Bring James. It's an N7 mission. Just cuz. He needs his N7 training. Oh, only one survivor. You're gonna have to drag us all back. You can do that, right? Save us. Save us. Should upgrade some of these other weapons for the crew. Give them some more damage, right? It's a little late in the game to worry about it, but... This is the last second jump. It was, huh?
Taken one of our secret communication facilities. All campaigns in this theater depend on the information that Disarray supplies.
What do we know?
We're getting intel from a tech who survived the attack. Grace Sato. She's hiding in a security bunker off-site.
A civilian?
Yes, patching her through.
Miss Sato, what's happening down there?
I'm staying hidden, but I'm the only one left. They're trying to hack into our systems to access Alliance operations protocols. I'm tracking their activity, but they're bound to find me sooner or later.
Hang in there. We'll be there soon.
Yes. Yes, Commander.
It's not ideal, but she's the only one with any traction on this. The information stored in that network is critical, Commander. If it gets into enemy hands, we'll lose a lot of good people.
I'll take care of it, Admiral.
See that you do. Hack it out.
multiplayer map? Sure looks like it.
They're trying to seize control of the 3 critical access points. I'm updating your nav point with the location of the terminal.
He's still out of shields. Nope, he was almost dead.
We'll keep them from hacking in.
Oh! What happened to the, Oh, I don't have the Scorpion. Keeps happening. Taken out with the grenade? We're actually flanked. Yuck. Hurry. I would do it. Grenade on me. Is it? Oh shit. Ah! Shoot it anyways. God. Nasty. Care if it has a sliver of shield left. Why did that change? When did that change? You cut your tongue on a lollipop. Arrgh. That's like a paper cut for your tongue. It's horrible. And I have done that. Cough drops, not lollipops, but because I keep biting the cough drops. I've also taken some big hunks out of my cheek.
Shepard, Cerberus shuttles are scouring the area. I think they're looking for me.
They're using comms to pinpoint Santa's location.
Oh no.
Might be looking for you, but they're a bit distracted right now. Just saying.
Nothing's changed. Just upload the next set of coordinates.
Yes, Commander. Updating your nav point.
Brought my crew with me. The stuff on the lower level that's throwing me off with all the indicators. I really expected there to be some more troops up there in that central area. Whoops. Shepard. Shit. Oh. Shit. I was gonna do that manually, but I was also screwed, so change of plans. Bye-bye. That's a different one, right? Because yeah. That was a bad one. He's off the map.
Yeah.
Interesting that the Nemesis managed to stay in cover. Sniper should, but still, I'm kind of impressed that the Nemesis managed to be the last one standing. Nice little scream, too. Sushi. There are a lot of different types. You may have ordered too much sushi.
Misato, come in.
Must be a lot, cause yeah.
Must be afraid to break radio silence.
We need the final coordinates. Grace, listen to me.
Can't talk. They're right outside.
Get a grip. Jeez.
I know you're scared. This is more than you signed up for, but I won't let you down. I promise.
Alley crap.
Okay, Commander. Updating your nav point with the last location.
Metagel lollipops.
But if you get to me in time, just hurry, please.
Commander, I think I can make a run and get her.
Do it.
Good guy Cortez. There. Alright, he's dead. He's dead now. Shit. Not good. Not good. I can't get a target on him either. It's not good.
Message for you, Commander. Just
Yo!
came in over a secure channel.
Entropic says, belated Happy New Year, brother and family. Cheers, brother. Good to see you. Thank you, man. Entropic in the flesh. There is. There is. It is the right word. This word is correct. It's good to see you. I hope thou art well. I could be a little more practical here. Like not abandoning my crew and be a little more practical about this. Missed. Sometimes I fail to pay attention. Alright, more grenades! In your face! Do you like grenades? Hope you like grenades. Dropping, doing good, can't sleep, doing well. Can't tell it apart from last year so far. Scary, but expected. guy.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Drewski! Hello, Drewski. Thank you, man, for your sub. Support and cheers to you out there. Impressed by this particular Centurion's dedication to cover. Most part. A screamer. Bye. Still screaming? Dead and screaming? Oh! I got another, huh? Couldn't see if he was dead or not.
Then heading back to the rendezvous point.
Good job, Lieutenant.
Our communication station is secure. Operations in this theater are safe again. No small task to keep it that way. How's Misato doing?
She asked to be transferred to a nearby Alliance station. She wants to help however she can.
Good. We need all the help we can get. Hack it out.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Alliance News Network, new article on the Quarian fleet. Palaven, the Turian hierarchy, one of the most powerful and respected ground forces in the galaxy, are today paying respects to an unlikely ally, the Marines of the Quarian fleet. The weakened immune systems of Quarians normally means their forces are restricted to ships, but when an emergency technical team was required to repair a ground-based comm relay, providing vital intel to the Turian military, one Quarian squad stepped up. Commanded by squad leader Cal Rieger, the Quarian team repaired the comm system, then sacrificed their lives holding the position until Krogan troops arrived. When Turian troops offered to provide evac support, Rieger refused, insisting they could not risk the relay falling. Oh boy. He said multiple breaches to their exosuits made evacuation impossible. "We're all dead anyway," Rieger reportedly said. "Just make them pay for it." A spokesman for Primarch Victus praised the squad's bravery. "Whatever our past politics, today the galaxy stands together against a single threat," Victus said. "We are humbled by the sacrifice of our allies from Rannoch, and we promise to return the honor." Yeah. I wonder, I'm not sure we picked those up, but we might be able to grab them off the Vector terminal and turn them in. Were they from that last mission? I don't think I picked them up during that mission. But then, let's go check out Anderson's apartment. anything to scan for? Nubian Expanse. Inmont clusters always just keeps fooling me. I'll just scan things out. Did a couple more things show up. Hourglass, Nubian. Check. Just a couple.
I found something.
Pragia. Jungle planet Pragia is overrun by choking hypergrowth caused by industrially mutated plant species. This, combined with its relative isolation and lack of population, has made Pragia an occasional base of operations for drug runners, weapons smugglers, pirates, mercenaries, terrorists, and intelligence agents seeking secrecy. Sustained habitation on Pragia is extremely difficult, where mutant and even poisonous plant life can overgrow colonies in days instead of years. Jack might take off and nuke you from orbit, just to be sure. Research data from Pragia. We'll grab that fuel on the way
Reapers
back.
eluded. Signal confirmed.
Resa. An unremarkable methane ammonia ice giant with a small family of icy moons. It's likely that the Kartasi system had additional worlds earlier in its history, but these have been swallowed by the aging giant star. Kartasi is an elderly, metal-poor population 2 star, broadly similar to Arcturus. Naka. Good old orbital nuclear strike. Alliance frigate Trafalgar. Where's the fuel at? Oh, come on, where's the fuel at?
Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful.
50 units of fuel.
Reapers eluded.
Hello, hello. You.
I found something.
Over 90% of its surface covered in oceans, Yam is a habitable nitrogen-oxygen world, but its extremities can be quite extremes, I'm losing it, can be quite hostile to sapient life. Heat from its extremely long days reaches dangerous levels, ranging from 44 Celsius at night to 53 in the afternoon in the temperate zones. Hurricanes run unchecked across the oceans with winds reaching up to 250 kilometers per hour. While there are some arthropod-like animals, the predominant forms of life are various kinds of toxic algae blooms that stretch hundreds of kilometers across. However, other biohydrocarbon algae blooms are suitable for use as biofuel, and farming the green gold forms the backbone of Yam's economy. Here, New J, did you say, huh? I don't know about that. But, see if we can make some good of this one.
Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful. Reapers eluded.
You'll get all the glory. Witness! Bad starting point. Thinking. We're gonna get busted. We're gonna get. I'm not gonna be able to get out of this one. We are busted! Okay, let's go for the fuel from the other side. Better!
Evasion successful.
It's all over. Kex Cave first busted. What you gonna do?
Signal confirmed.
There's a speed bump outside my house. Don't know, I mean, you can kind of tell when vehicles go over it, but sometimes you can tell that some dumbass just cruised over the speed bump in a vehicle that weighs way too much. And every once in a while, you just hear this conk, 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 conk. Rinley is a garden world. Last stages of habitability. While its soil still supports agriculture, its animal biodiversity has fallen to record lows, and the most successful remaining life is toxic blue-green algae and insect-like pest species. A large Solarian colony is trying to restore biodiversity to the planet, but setbacks are a fact of life. Mineral and fuel mining remains lucrative, however, and Rinley has a thriving spaceport that refuels many ships passing into the Terminus systems. Drop some parts. You like that big bolt I found in my tire? Still don't know where I picked that up. Credits. Grab the fuel on the way back.
I found something.
Alangon. Deceptive was so named by Solarian scouts because as their probes landed on the planet, their instruments started going awry. This turned out to be due to the high concentration of magnetically active Periclase magnesia in the core and crust of the planet. This interferes with scans and broadcasts, which has given rise to countless spacer stories of pirates lying in wait in Alangon's magnetosphere, or crashed ships with untold fortunes stranded on the surface. In reality, any pirates would have a hard time locating prey amongst all the interference, and would live lives cut off from the rest of the galaxy as the magnetosphere kills extraplanetary communication. Alangon's other natural features are a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, spectacular dry ice formations, and xenon gas, which can be skimmed from the upper atmosphere and used in ion thrusters. Brigtall, bedtime for you. So night all, have a strange, exceptional day. See ya. Sleep well. See you later. Shadow Broker, Starship Tech. More fuel than we need.
Signal confirmed.
Agalaz, where the Shadow Broker's base was. Here, the ship. Agalaz is a second-tier garden world that receives little attention from the galactic community. Solarian mining expedition initially discovered the planet, which was promptly strong-armed away from them by organized crime figures. Hagalaz's exploration rights were then sold to the highest bidder, which led to a brief burst of mining colonies in the 2000s, but most of those were abandoned when other planets were found with more accessible resources. Though Hagalaz has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere capable of supporting life, its rotational period is slower than Earth's, making its day and night 98 Earth days long. The intense heat on one side of the planet and the extreme cold on the other make for violent storm cells wherever the sun is rising or setting. As a result, the flora and fauna of Hagalaz have developed the capability to live in cycles of ice, flooding, baking, heat, and dramatic air pressure changes. Biota of the planet has been largely unexploited by the exotic pet and gardening trades, since simulating their natural conditions is problematic for the average consumer. How much a Yogg eats? Shadow Broker support team.
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful.
That'll do.
Reapers eluded.
Hagalaz sounds like a rune name. Work.
I found something.
Xanathu. Believed to be a post-garden world, Xanathu has large deposits of calcium carbonate in its sedimentary rocks, indicating it may have once had plate tectonics and even plant life. Swirling clouds of dust and snow may have occurred more recently and blocked the sun, creating a mass extinction event. Its surface gravity is comfortable and its temperature tolerable by most sapient species. Terminus freighters.
Faster than light jump successful.
Go get the bonuses we picked up while I'm thinking about it. I think at least one of those is an upgrade.
We're all machines. Carbon or silicon. Is there really a difference?
People feel emotion. Artificial intelligence is programmed.
Punch me, I get angry. I don't choose. I just get angry. Our emotions are programming.
That's not the same thing. Our emotions are a natural response.
Disease, parasites, lions ate their prey alive. Nature can be horrible.
So now you're siding with the Reapers?
Just because I'm saying the Reapers are alive doesn't mean I want them to stay that way. But we need to break free of nature and open our minds to new forms of life.
Genetics don't make us alive. It's our self-awareness, curiosity, and capacity to evolve.
Well put, Commander.
Of course you'd say that. You two are practically machines yourselves.
Thanks, chocolates.
Say that again?
The population of the colony world of Typhor has been killed.
I don't understand. The Reapers have been taking people alive.
It was self-inflicted. When Reaper forces invaded, Typhor's colonists detonated nuclear weapons inside their cities.
Goddess.
Their deaths would have been instantaneous, Doctor.
Thank you, Glyph. That'll be all.
Research data from Pragia. While most gene therapy takes years to show results, Pragia's scientists discovered a way to shorten the process. 2 intact sample vials have been recovered from the facility. Our recharge speed or power damage have % each. We're already recharging really fast, but damage a little.
Feel free to look around.
Edix is a fine-tuned machine. Yeah. Much more yet to understand. Okay, so I think hop into the Citadel real quick, see if we can turn in or get and turn in those ciphers, and then we'll go check out the apartment. We're not going to get very far with the Citadel DLC today. But as long as today is what, Thursday? We should have streams tomorrow and Saturday, and if we do, we'll be getting into and through Citadel, I think. Unlikely we will finish the game on Saturday. Remotely possible, but unlikely. We're getting there. Probably the beginning of the week sometime.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
No, I know what I said. Divert forces to the new coordinates. Trust me. We may not be able to stop the Reapers, but I think
You could send the girl to your side of the family.
Are you kidding? My family disowned me when I...
Just gonna check the terminal.
Spectre status recognized.
Well, I don't have a simple answer. Right there, Alex, is what do you think about NASA's plans of returning to the moon? You saw that, you probably saw, the Chinese just put a satellite and a lander on the far side of the moon. Satellite to relay. They could have control and communications. I think they should instead push for a Mars landing. Moon base. Oh boy, I don't I have lots of thoughts on it. I don't know that I'm the person to answer that question, or that it necessarily should be one or the other like that, but...
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
That gets tangled up in so much stuff.
Now
It's
arriving at docking bay D24.
a good topic, but ay.
Sergeant, I have a little brother. He went off planet to try and make money.
I just don't think I can touch that one at this time. Yeah, that's tangled up in a whole lot of stuff. Space law is fascinating. In that respect, in the fictional world of space law and classic novels, Stranger in a Strange Land, a Heinlein book, the uncut version, preferably. Good book, one of my favorites, and has some interesting fictional takes on space law that are foundational to its story.
Hunter, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, how you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
I can
That's
accept
very
that.
generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
Hey! So the texture pack that we have installed, a lot of textures mod. Citadel and Anderson's apartment already looked pretty good. It was one of the cleaner areas. I'm sure they've done stuff here too.
You have received a new message.
Get stuck just poking around in here for a while, and you know, we better check the messages because the thing goes ding, 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 ding until you do. Pretty annoying. That up now? Good. Looking at some of the book findings 50 years ago, the next 10,000 years. Notes for Anderson's biography and listing.
What was I talking about? Early days, right?
He's staring at the books.
Why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor, duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah, a dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Scared the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we had nothing left. Dog never bothered me again. Why'd I join the military? Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right.
ANN interview.
A few months ago, I had a chance to sit down with one of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson.
Why is it on a screen if there's no
He
video?
was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers. We have no communication.
Make sure to put this
with
audio
him
broadcast
or
on a
any
40-inch
soldiers on
screen,
Earth,
okay?
But we can't forget what they're doing for us. Tonight's show is dedicated to all of the soldiers out there, fighting and dying to keep us safe. Admiral Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
The Interplanetary Combatives Training Program is all business from day one.
How so?
We're given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
Sounds daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then, you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry. Is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man, or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose. Every soldier reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they are asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women, almost sure to fail, persevere long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But, I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Soldier's intuition?
Something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
Well, it depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts. The problem is, war isn't orderly. And the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader, then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission, but understands that sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's a terrible line to have to walk.
Yes, it is. But war is a terrible thing.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
Thank you.
The remainder of this interview was to take a more personal look at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Kalisa Al-Jalani. Thank you for watching.
There was no video! Man. I like all the lore dumps, and I think the delivery is a little bare here. I mean, it adds up to 10 or 15 minutes. It's like tapes in Metal Gear, right? But instead of just putting it on a menu or something, like, here is what you're doing, you know, it's just audio. They spread it around as if that makes it somehow more dynamic. It's not. You can't go anywhere. You gotta just sort of stand still. So if it's a 3-minute audio segment, you spend 3 minutes staring at the same painting. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that well thought out. It's good stuff they left around, though.
No, it's fine. I got a few minutes. First contact war? Yeah. I was there. My first real combat. First for a lot of us. I remember one night early in the war, strapped to my seat as our transport approached the LZ. Everyone was dead silent. Just the sound of breathing. Good men. I trained with all of them. We were always joking and horsing around, but not this time.
Dance, Shepard,
just the rattle
dance.
of the shuttle. And that heavy breathing.
Yeah.
Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders. Aliens.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but
We all grew up wondering what was out there. If we were alone in the universe. Now we knew. We weren't alone. And we were in trouble. So there we were. About to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine.
we need aliens to be in
I had
trouble.
to say something. Keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mama was so ugly the Marines thought she was a Turian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, "Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Turians shitless." Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great that night. Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
N7.
Embarrassing moments? I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share, I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself. King of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian slavers if it had got them more drinks. About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me. I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I came to, I saw a Solarian putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Solarian? Moved like a damn cat, I swear. When everybody was out cold. Or running. He walked over and helped me up. N7, he asked. "Yes, sir," I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. "Not bad, human," he said. And he walked away. I had met my first Spectre. Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive more than once since then.
Normandy.
A brand new ship. My ship.
My ship.
You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really,
Kind of nice. Not bad.
you find yourself on a good ship. In front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. "Shepard," I said. "Let's see what we can find." You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife.
Put the music
So I
on
like
sooner.
to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even about military and non-military, damn it. It's space flight. Space flight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality. And it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices.
Shepard.
Sure, I can talk about Commander Shepard. Big topic. There's been a lot written about the Commander, but most of it isn't.
Yeah, I like the tunes.
People are quick to forced to fight a lot of battles alone. God only knows how she got out of some of that. Makes your head spin. Thing is, you never heard a complaint. Never once got, no sir, I can't do that.
I complain behind your back, Anderson.
Few people know what Shepard's been through. I'd like to think I come pretty close. And I worry sometimes she forgets. There's a whole bunch of people who lose sleep over her getting back home. Maybe it doesn't need to be said. Maybe we're too dumb to say it. Soldiers like the commander are rare. Women like Shepard, even more rare.
Cool, he's got the Normandy model there. Track, right? Didn't turn it off? Turn it off. Let's see, who's missed out on some of our parties for one silly reason or another? Like the DLC bugging out. I think Kasumi missed the last one. There's no Kasumi looking through Shepard's underwear drawer. I think she'll be at the party this time.
Okay. I have your new questions here. As a leader, do I ever feel that the end justifies the means?
A.J. Abrams, get out of here.
Spirit of law over word of law. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but I think I know what you're after. You're referring to the way I, arranged to have the Normandy released to Commander Shepard before the Battle of the Citadel. I'm not sure how valuable hindsight is to the military. Obviously, it worked out for the best. Without the Normandy and Commander Shepard free to do what they needed to do, what we needed them to do, Saren might have taken the Citadel. I think it's clear what a different galaxy this would be if that had happened. I did what I had to. If I had been wrong, I would have gladly accepted the repercussions. The real trick is never being wrong. If you're looking for more action and less philosophy in these notes, let me know.
Why does the fridge have DNA spirals on its screen? Because the people who did the texture mods put some cool stuff on the fridge. A lot of the displays got neat looking updates. All kinds of readable data flying by too.
I might not always see eye to eye with the politics and the individual, but I have a great respect for the Turian military. Any Alliance soldier lucky enough to take part in their training programs will certainly be better for it. Their precision, skill, and discipline come together in a way that's second to none. Not that I'm faulting our own people or training. It's just that after fighting Turians in the First Contact War, years later, I had the opportunity to observe and train on Palaven. It was a turning point for me. And I would encourage any soldier to try it. It's a unique experience to put yourself in the squad of a Turian commander. My commander was an uncompromising bastard named Bartix Oryx. If you can find him, just ask how the platoon I commanded was trounced in his strategy game. Humbling. But I've used what I learned that day many times.
I think it is.
The xenophobes will have their say. But I think it's vital that we do more of this kind of cross-species training. There you go. And if you do find General Oryx, let me know. I owe him money. You asked me to talk about the SSV Normandy. The Normandy SR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design and on board for her initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Turians. Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Turian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the Drive Corps, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Turian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to vent the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Turian scientist in shackles and a human Turian fistfight at Cora's den later. Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run, Admiral Wright found me on the bridge. She's yours, he said. Can't trust her to Xander. Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Saren. Still, one of the highlights of a long career.
Shower's just not the same without Grunt.
Okay, so Tombstone data.
Oh.
Admiral David Edward Anderson. Not sure why anybody would be interested, but thanks for asking. I was born in London, June 8th, 2137. The last of 3 children born to Ursula and Paul Anderson. A nurse and a flight mechanic, respectively. But that's a little dry. And someone's gonna spice this up, right? Never been much for the spotlight. Anyway, where was I? It was a second marriage for my parents. They were almost 50 by the time they had me. My mother worked shifts, so my father would often take me to the base. While he worked, I watched transport ships and fighters take off. Worked his whole life around space travel, my father. But he never left Earth. Not for a day. He was a good man. But that's just a side note. Don't put that in. Who is it, Kaylee? Yes, I need to take that. I hope this is what you're after. I'll get to the more interesting
Hey,
insights
everybody.
next time.
Let's see. I don't know which collector that was. The most famous collector is Steven Sansweet. Did I get the name right? He has everything. I don't know if that's him. Hot tub. That looks pretty good. Whew. The stock market. I don't want to deal with Brooks today. I mean, I don't want to deal with Brooks today. How do we avoid dealing with Brooks today? Like the next thing. Like the next thing. Can we go out and go shopping? Can we go look at stuff a little bit? Tired. I'm not taking the invite to the sushi place yet. I think I want to save that for starting tomorrow. But we're not allowed to go check out the strip yet.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
That was most kind of you, C-Star. Thank you. Cheers for 2019 and the first stream of the year. And for Morden. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Alex, it is DLC if you've never seen it. If you've never seen the Citadel DLC, really? It's fan service, the whole thing. I feel like I'm really failing on my my scientist Solarians. Not that I've ever been a singer, but I guess I'm at a loss for words for so many situations lately. But why? I'm sorry, going back in circles. Thank you. Singing is a tough concept right now, even aside from not being able to sing. And it does, Alex, it does start off kind of being about Shepard's vacation. Thank you guys for all the support, even when I'm such a hot mess. No, I don't agree. I'm not. It doesn't matter. The quality of the singing doesn't matter. It's not the point. Quality of the singing doesn't matter. Quality of the singing doesn't matter. Not the point. I disagree, but it's also not the point. 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 What's the point? When you're broken, things don't work the way they're supposed to. When you're broken, you push a button that's supposed to do something and it shorts out, and you push another button that's supposed to do something and it shorts out, and you turn a gear that's supposed to turn and it grinds, and when you're broken, nothing works right. I guess you'll have to take my word for it that I'm pretty fucking broken. Try and put it out of mind. When we have streams, but as you may have noticed, we don't have a lot of those lately. Same reason. When I stream, I guess it's all I can do to just not think about being broken. There are lots of things that remind me of how broken I am. Lots of things. You guys are awesome. I'm signing off for the night. Thank you for being here, for being great company, for all the support through the good times and bad. We'll pick up Citadel tomorrow. We'll go to the sushi bar. We'll deal with Brooks and all of that. It was good to see you all too. Cheers. See you on the flip side. Thanks and good night.